Okay, sorry for the technical issue just now. Okay, for those who already joined us, we'll appreciate your time to answer the survey that we already give in the chat box before we start our training. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you for joining our training session today. My name is Nurul Huda binti Hashim and as your training provider. Before we start our training, hopefully you guys already take your breakfast so that our training will run smoothly. Without further ado, I would like to pass the floor to our trainer, Miss Izati, Application Engineer from Progressive Computer Systems.
Okay. Good afternoon, and welcome to the What's New in AutoCAD 2023 um, training and also presentation. Okay, so my name is Izati, and I'm the application engineer here at Progressive Computer Systems. Okay, so let me start now. Okay, so after a challenging year that disrupted many established workflows, the focus for Okay, so after a challenging year that disrupted many established workflows, the focus for this installment is actually dependability. Okay, so I'm excited to share with you guys the most dependent drafting techniques that you might not know that were acquired by the AutoCAD industry professionals. Okay, so from simple to advanced, you should discover new ways to remove the tedium and boost your ability to meet the project deadlines. Okay, so hourly employees need to attend this session will only include dependable techniques proven to improve the productivity. Okay, so there are many new features that has been introduced by Autodesk in AutoCAD 2023. So some of them are totally new features, and some of them are the improvements from the previous existing feature. So there are some enhancements that has been introduced. So we'll see how each of these features can help the productivity of the architecture and engineering and construction industry nowadays. Alright, so first I will share how you can work faster with new CAD automations and how the specialized tool sets can speed up your work with the pre-built parts and symbols and additional automations for industry specific tasks. Okay. Secondly, I will discuss the AutoCAD web and mobile apps that give the freedom and flexibility to connect your DWG files to anytime, anywhere on any devices. Okay, so basically for AutoCAD, Autodesk has introduced like AutoCAD and also AutoCAD LT, which is the AutoCAD Lite version. So these subscriptions include the AutoCAD web and mobile apps, which provide quick and easy access to CAD drawings on any devices. Okay, so our apps make it possible to continue to design and draft with the most up-to-date files while in the field, at home, and on the go. Okay, so let's say like if you have the current subscription of AutoCAD, so you can use AutoCAD in your mobile apps, uh, in your tab, or you in your iPhones. So let's say if you are working on site and you need to see your drawings, or you need to do some changes in your drawings, so you can directly open your drawings, open AutoCAD from your mobile. Okay, so these are where you can access your AutoCAD. So you have desktop, mobile apps, and also web app. Okay, web app is basically you access AutoCAD from the web browser. Okay, so the first one, okay, cloud storage connectivity. Okay, so By using AutoCAD, you can view and edit your CAD drawings stored in the Autodesk Cloud or any device with leading cloud storage provider. Okay, let's say if you have AutoCAD, you will have the Autodesk Drive for free, but that one is limited space, storage space. So other than that, you also have Autodesk Docs. That one is a subscription, separate subscription from AutoCAD. So let's say if you have you subscribed to AutoCAD, so and then you bought Autodesk Docs, that one is limited, unlimited storage. Okay. Other than that, if you are using Dropbox, if you are using Google Drive, or any Microsoft Drive, so you can link all your drawings. All you can access these apps, the cloud storage, directly from AutoCAD. Okay, let's say if you want to collaborate with your project team, you want to share your drawings with your project team, and you want to share your drawings with your project team, so you can directly um, share them by opening all these apps from AutoCAD. Okay. All right, so these are the new AutoCAD 2023 new features. So we will start with the push to Autodesk Docs feature. And then we also have the My Insights micro advisor. And then we also have the markup import and also markup assist feature. And then we have some improvements that have been done in traces command and also counts command. Okay, so let's take a closer look on each one of these. All right. So the first one is the push to Autodesk Docs feature. Okay, so with push to Autodesk Docs, you can actually improve the efficiency and reduce steps in AutoCAD by publishing your CAD drawing sheets as PDFs directly from AutoCAD to Autodesk Docs. Okay, so Autodesk Docs is basically a cloud storage from Autodesk itself. Okay, so we can integrate Autodesk Docs, your cloud storage with AutoCAD. Okay, so you no longer need to save PDFs locally, open a web browser, and upload the sheets to the cloud. Okay, so it actually streamlines the workflows within the Autodesk. Okay, so instead of like passing your drawings to your project teams by WhatsApp, or maybe you printed out to on A4 paper and then you pass them manually, so instead or maybe you submit by emails, so you can actually share them directly from AutoCAD itself. Okay, so if let's say if you usually share your drawings by using WhatsApp, or maybe you use pen drive, sometimes the data is not updated. Okay, sometimes maybe there are too many drawings versions, and then too many documents that need to be passed. So if you just pass it through WhatsApp, so some people might miss out. Okay, some people might miss out the latest information or latest drawings that have been submitted. Okay, so instead of using all the fragmented ways, so we use the Autodesk Docs, or which is like when there is any new updates on the drawings, so you can directly get notifications, so that all the project teams will be notified on the changes. Okay. Alright, so this is how you can link your Autodesk Docs. So this is your drawing on AutoCAD, and then you go to the Collaborate tab. There is an option to push the documents to Autodesk Docs. Okay, so you click on the push to Autodesk Docs buttons, and then from here you can see this palette. There are all your drawings are available here, so you can choose any sheets, or remove the sheets, or you can choose which files that you want to share with your project team. Okay, so let's say if I choose this these sheets to be shared with my colleagues, so I will choose, and then I will select the folder. So if I select the folder, it will open up the Autodesk Docs Cloud, that are the projects that I have created. Okay, so this is the folder for the the location where I want to publish this drawing. So I upload these sheets. So it will be reflected and uploaded in the cloud. Okay. So only then you can share the drawings with your project teams. Okay. So you can track the process here. So once it shows that the documents has been successfully uploaded, so you can open it. So this is the Autodesk Docs, which is the cloud, the unlimited cloud storage. So you can see that these are the drawings or sheets that I have uploaded just now. So only then when you have uploaded, only then it can be viewed or accessed by your project teams. Okay, so once you have uploaded the drawings, the AutoCAD drawings, so you can add any markups from the Autodesk Docs. So let's say I want to add text here. If I want to maybe remove this door, so I can create a markup here and add the text. Okay, so maybe I want to change the door size. So I create a markup here and then I will choose to publish it. So you can change the writing color, the cloud, the size, the font size. Okay, so once you have published it, anyone who has access to this folder or drawings can view the markups. Okay. All right. So it is that this one is means like you directly share your drawings from AutoCAD. So all will be synced into the cloud instead of you printed it manually and working on it manually. Okay, all right now is automated and digitalized. So we actually do want to digitalize the, since we are living in 2023, so 2022, so we want to digitalize all the systems, all the steps. Okay, so it actually reduce the times so that you can have a better productivity of your project. All right, the second one is the My Insights feature. So this is actually one of our most exciting new feature in My Insights, which is the My Insights. Okay, so as you are working on My Insights on your AutoCAD, so you can see the pop-up that will provide helpful insights to recommend features that can help you to complete the steps you are working on faster. By automating some of the repetitive process or suggesting something new that you may not have tried. Okay, so the pop-up will provide the information to you at the right time and context. Okay, so as you can see from the picture here, on the bottom right, there is a pop-up that shows that new command macro available. So this means, right, when you are doing your project, when you are working on AutoCAD, and then let's say if you want to do some repetitive steps, for example, like if you want to copy and paste, if you do that frequently, repetitively, copy paste. So instead, it is a two steps work. So and then if you want to do it repetitively, so it will take some times. Okay, so instead of doing it one by one, two steps, so you can actually, like, if you, with this My Insights macro advisor feature, it will detect the repetitive task and make it into one click. Okay, so it actually like saves a lot of time if you are working on a real project. So there are so many like tedious steps that you need to do repetitively. So instead of wasting the times by doing it one by one, so we can actually like cut the time off by um simplify the comments into one steps. Okay. Okay, so this basically the My Insights macro advisor feature. It suggested command macros, and then the macros generated based on command usage. Okay, um, so you can actually, like, if you are using if you are doing repetitive tasks, so it will detect as a new command. Okay, so you can actually like create a new command and customize it and then make it into a new command. Okay, so let's say like if you are doing maybe like if you're drawing a stair in a building, so you want to do the stairs, that there are a lot of stairs, and then you need to specify the angles of each stairs. So and then you need to copy and do that step repetitively. So um so instead of like copy and then you set the angle, copy and set the angle again, so you can actually like simplify it into one single click. Okay. And then you can save the comment as a new comment. All right, so for example here on your AutoCAD, so there is a tab called command macros. So when you click on command macros, so it will show up the palette for command macros, or you can either type in the command macros in the command tab. So it will open up the command macros palette here. Okay, so you can see that all the new comments or the saved comments from here. Okay, let's say this one is copy, rotate previous new comment that I have created before. So if you can actually try save this comment, or also you can dismiss it if you don't want to use it. Okay, it will actually like suggest you the comment that might be helpful for you. So let's say if I want to draw a triangle and I use this copy and rotate the previous comment. Okay, so this will actually like copy and rotate this square. Okay, so this means that once you click the object, it will automatically detect to copy and also rotate the object. Okay, so you don't need to like type in copy and then enter, and then type in rotate and then enter again. If you require to do it 100 times, so you will need to do it one by one, so it will waste your time. So instead of that, we create a new command by using this command macros. Okay, so you save the command just now, and it will be saved in your command macros tab. So this is the copy, rotate previous. You can also rename it, and then you can also add this command to ribbon. Okay, so it will be easier for you to access. Okay, so it will appear under the automation tab. So once you click this copy, rotate previous command, so it will actually automate your process, right? And reduce the time consumption to produce, so that it can actually improve your production of your project and drawings. All right, we will have a 5 minutes break, so we will continue in another 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we'll continue the training.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so the next important feature that has been introduced in AutoCAD 2023 is the markup import and also markup assist. Okay, so after the release of trace feed command last year, so markup import and markup assist actually helps you to send and implement comments and feedback from your colleagues faster than ever before. Okay, so you actually can import the PDFs with comments directly into AutoCAD desktop, or take a picture of a printed drawing using the AutoCAD mobile app into your drawing. Okay, so from there, the actually AutoCAD will add the feedback as a new trace layer on your drawing and with text recognition, and you can import the text or object into your drawing with just a few clicks. Okay, so this one means that let's say if you are working on site, and then you have your drawings with you in your hands. So let's say like if you have the A1 drawings, or any even the drawings on your paper, on an A4 paper, so you are on site and you have done some markups after visiting the site. So you have done some markup that maybe there are some changes that needs to be done. Okay, so you write the markups and the notes in your on your paper, and then you want to trace it into AutoCAD. So usually, conventionally, like people nowadays usually use do the tracing manually. Okay, so by using this AutoCAD new feature, which is the markup import and markup assist, so you can actually trace all the notes or maybe all the markups that you have done on paper, and you can trace it into AutoCAD. Okay, so this means that you don't have to do it manually. So instead, you can digitalize this step. So you can import the markups from your A4 paper into AutoCAD, and then you can trace it for your further reference on your drawings. Okay. So the markup import and markup assist, the new feature is you can import a PDF or PNG or JPEG, which is the image file format with revision markup. Okay, so markups are automatically identified as the M text, which is the text in the AutoCAD, and then the M leaders. M leaders is basically like the arrows. You want to create arrows in AutoCAD, and then revision clouds. Okay, so you have the text, you have the arrows, and also you have the cloud. Okay, so all the markups will be identified as these three items. Okay, in the text, leaders, also revision clouds. Okay, so the imported markup file is placed and aligned as an overlay in trace. So instead of changing the original drawing, you actually do tracing on top of your drawing on AutoCAD. Okay, so you actually overlay it in trace, so it doesn't actually interrupt or interrupt your original drawing. Okay, so the markup can be manually aligned, and then you can rotate, you can scale, also you can also move the markup. Okay, and then you can also adjust the background transparency. Okay, and then the markup assist, we have the markup import and also markup assist. So the markup assist can identify the selected markup where you can turn on trace back and markup assist mode. Okay, if the markup is identified as text, available options are, so you can insert the object as M text, you can insert the object as M leader, and you also can copy the object to clipboard. Okay, so if the identified um as a revision cloud, so the object can be inserted as revision cloud in AutoCAD. Okay, so inserted object is added as drawing geometry. So it will be notified, it will be under identified as a drawing geometry in AutoCAD. Okay, okay. So for example here, so let's say this is my floor plans in an A4 paper. So let's say I'm on site and I have this in my hand. I have this paper in my hand. I have this floor plan in my hand. And then I have done some markups. I have done some notes on the paper, and then I want to trace it into AutoCAD. Okay, so from this A4, we can actually upload it into AutoCAD. Okay, so that we can trace into our real drawings to make the changes on our AutoCAD drawings. Okay, so let's see how it can be done. Okay, so if this is the A4 paper, the drawing, so I take a photo of these flow plans. Okay, so once I have done this, so I can save this picture as PDF. So I can actually import, okay, import the picture just now into AutoCAD. Okay, so go to the collaborate tab and then you can do the markup import. Okay, so you upload the documents that you have saved just now. So it's actually uploading the picture just now. So you can actually scale this trace, and you can also rotate it so that it will be on the same scale as your original drawings on AutoCAD. Okay, so that is the picture with the markups that I have done. So I will scale it so that I can trace it into my drawings, my original AutoCAD drawings. Okay, so this one will help you to do the tracing easily. Okay, so now it is almost the same size, and then you can see that these are the notes that I have added on the paper. So it has been uploaded into AutoCAD. Okay, so this one will be automatically identified as the revision cloud. Okay, the circle will be identified as the revision cloud. So you can adjust the transparency if it is better for you to do the tracing. And then for the writings, it will be identified as the M text. Okay, so you can actually directly add the text from here. So you don't need to type it manually, and then you trace it manually and type all the notes on your own. Okay, it will be automatically detected on AutoCAD. Okay, so you can adjust it back. Okay, so this one will be added as a trace, so it doesn't affect the original drawing. Okay, so there is this you can adjust the transparency. Okay, so you can see the traces palette on the right hand. So you can see all the traces that has been created on this drawing. Okay, so that is for markup import. All right. And then we also have the updates to existing feature. So we have also added several upgrades to some of our existing features like trace, uh, share, floating windows, and count and sheet set manager and more. Okay, so in the floating windows feature we have released last year, you can now see the command line in your active window. Okay, to make it easier to see which drawing you are working on, and you can make your windows the same size every time for your easier organization. Okay, and then in count feature, in count command, you can automate the counting of blocks or objects within a selected area on your drawing, throughout your entire drawing with a menu to identify errors and navigate through your counter objects. Okay, and then we have the sheet set manager. Sheet set manager, now you can open sheet sets quicker than ever before. Okay, and then by using the Autodesk cloud platform, which integrates with AutoCAD, so you can sending and opening sheet sets and from your teammates, it will be quicker and also safer. Okay, all right, let's see. So for the traces improvement, So in the 2023 version, in AutoCAD 2023, the trace palette has been updated to incorporate the collaboration between drafters working on a shared drawing. Okay, so let's say if there are so many architects or there are so many drafters working on the same drawing, so this feature is actually helps to improve the collaboration in between the project teams. Okay, so this feature the trace feature provide the ability to overlay the markups and comments on the drawing file without the original file. Okay, just like what I showed in the previous feature in markup import. Okay, so the trace actually keeps track of the author's name and the timestamp. So there's a record of who said what and when. Okay, so you can actually um we because in the project, like in real project, we need like transparency and visibility of in a project. Okay, so you need to know who did this changes, who have to do the next changes, so you need to track all that. Okay, so this is the feature actually help to improve the priority of the existing project. Okay. Alright, so by using this trace feature, you can select trace to contribute to and click the trace edit to make any comments, and then you can actually modify the contributions through right click options like rename, delete, and removing contribution to an existing trace. Okay, so you can also view all the users' contributions by clicking on their avatar. Okay, so for example here, this is your drawings, and then I want to open my documents from the Autodesk Docs. So I open the Autodesk Docs from AutoCAD, and then I open my project. So this means that I'm working on a cloud drawing, a drawing that has been published or saved in the cloud. So I open this drawing, and I want to do some traces on this drawing. Okay, so how I do the traces on this AutoCAD drawing? Okay, so I can go to the collaborate tab, and then there is a trace palette option. So if I click the trace palette will be pop up on the right hand side. Okay, so these are example of the traces that has been created. So if I click on the trace just now, you can see that there are a few traces that have been created by my project teams. Okay, so these are the existing traces. So change the door type. So that's it. And then we have another one, which is like to change the room size. Okay, so these are the traces that have been created on this drawing. Okay, so you can see that there is edit trace or view trace. So if you click this on, you can do editing on the traces. Okay, if you turn it off, the traces is not cannot be edited. Okay, so I turn it off, so I cannot edit the traces here. Okay, so it's not available to be traced. All right, so if I click it back, I can do the editing for the traces. Okay, so let's say if I want to do some traces on this drawing, so I can choose anything, any lines or any objects. I can also do some annotations. So I will do the revision cloud. Let's say I want to do a markup for myself. Let's say I draw a revision cloud here so that later I can add on some maybe computers just for myself. I mean, like if for my own revision. So I click on, I create a revision cloud here, and then I turn it off. Okay, so you can see that if I turn it off, it doesn't actually interrupt your original drawings. Okay, so it just a trace it just a trace on top of the drawing. Okay, so if I turn it, I turn the trace back on, so you can see that there is actually a trace on top of this drawing. Okay, so you can see the contributors of these markups or the traces. Okay, so you can see all the traces, and then you can also see the traces that have been created by your project team by clicking on their names. Okay. All right. And then you can also see the contributors or the details of this trace. You can see the who created the trace, who modified the trace, and the contributors of the trace. I mean, like who has made any changes on this drawing, or who have made the traces for this drawing. Okay. All right. So that's it. I have done the markup for this room. So just to notify myself that I need to add some maybe computers next time. Okay, so I have added this, and then I want to add a computer here. So I add some computers inside this room. So once I have added the computers, I exit the markup. So you can see that the changes has been made. Okay, but the markup is not visible. Right, so this feature is very, very useful for you, so that it can actually reduce the time for you to do the tracings, um, and it actually like digitalize the normal manual way. Okay, and then let's say if I want to add more traces, so I add a circle here. So once I have a new traces, it will appear in the trace palette. Okay, so you can see who are the creator of those markups. All right. And then, okay, the next feature is the count. So, count enhancement. Okay, the count palette was actually introduced in AutoCAD previous version, which is the AutoCAD 2022, and it has been updated in 2023 to improve the performance and also the functionality. Okay, so the palette now supports counting different hatch patterns and then counting items in user-defined area of the drawing, and creating a count table with select items. Okay, so each counted item is named in list form and accompanied by the object count. Okay, so when selected, all instances of the object counted will highlight within a model space. Okay, so this means that if let's say if you have a floor plans or any architectural drawing, so if you want to count the amount of in a building, let's say, or maybe in a living room, there are in a house itself there are many tables, and then there are many chairs or maybe refrigerator, and then or maybe air conditioning. So you want to count the amount of objects inside that, maybe that particular floor, or let's say if there are 15 stories building, and you want to count the amount of maybe cupboards in that particular floor. So you can use this feature, count count enhancements, and you can actually specify an area that you want to see the amount of objects. Okay, so instead of counting the whole maybe the whole floor, so you can actually specify this certain amount, I mean certain area, so that you can count only the objects for that area only. Okay. All right, so let's see. So for this drawing, for this architectural floor plan, so you go to the view tab, and then there is a count tab. Okay, so if you click on count in specified area, so you can draw a square, and then it will count the amount of objects in that area only. So it will automatically sum up all the amounts of the objects here. And then you can see if there is any overlapping object, you can see all errors from here. Okay, so instead of counting the whole area, you can specify the area on your own. Okay, so let's say if you want to draw a polygon, you can draw a polygon to see the amount of objects in that counted area only. Okay, so let's say if I'm drawing a polygon here. Oops. I'm drawing the polygon again. All right, so for this area, you can see that they will be tableized here. Okay, so all the objects will be counted here, and from the palette you can create a table. Okay, you can choose all items or any specified item that you want, and then you can create a table of these counted objects. Okay, for you to do the maybe quantification later. All right, so you can actually resize or this table to your drawing size. So instead of doing it manually, do the counting one by one, you can actually like do it on your AutoCAD. Okay, so it has been all digitalized so that we can actually reduce the time consumption to do the drawings and all. Okay, so if the design phase is already short, and then you can actually improve your production, improve the productivity of your project in the construction phase later. All right, that is all for the training today. If there is any question, you can ask. You can open up your mic and ask, or you can drop the question in the chat box.
Hi, Miss. Okay, I got one question. What are the steps that enable the drag and drop feature in AutoCAD?
Okay, there is a question. From you, what are the um steps that enable the drag and drop feature in AutoCAD? Okay, AutoCAD actually provides a way to drag and drop the elements by the use of two commands, which are noun and also verb. Okay, noun command and also a verb in the dialog box. Okay, so it allows the object to move from one place to another. Okay, so likewise, the remove or editing function can be done by using move and also erase command. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Miss. I want to know what is the use of variant in AutoCAD?
What is the use of variant in AutoCAD? Okay, so in AutoCAD, variants are actually used to help in creation, visualizing, and also rendering the 3D models that include 3D printing as well. Okay, so actually like in AutoCAD, AutoCAD and AutoCAD LT, the difference is actually AutoCAD full is the 2D and also 3D. You can do the 2D drafting and also 3D modeling inside your AutoCAD. Well, for AutoCAD LT is only 2D. Okay, so you can use AutoCAD to do the visualizing by creating the 3D models inside AutoCAD. Okay, so this actually like allows you to use the functionality of different application according to the requirements. Is there any other question?
One more question, Miss.
Yeah.
What is the file format used in the design?
file format used in AutoCAD. Okay. So in AutoCAD, actually the basic file format is DWG file format. It's not only AutoCAD but any authoring CAD authoring software. There are some other CAD authoring software that use the DWG file format. That means that if you use another software, that is the file format is DWG, so you can import the drawings into AutoCAD to do the editing. Okay, so it can be an interchangeable format as well. Okay, so the file format which is interchangeable has the extension of DXF and operates data operability. So it provides like maybe a different language which can be used as per the requirement. So the file format for AutoCAD is basically DWG or DXF as well.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Miss Izati, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the field that can use AutoCAD?
Oh, the field. Okay. Um. Okay, so actually AutoCAD is mostly used in a lots of industries, but mainly they are used in the architectural, engineering, and construction industry. But there are lots of other industry like manufacturing that is using AutoCAD as well. But they have like more their own software. But for AutoCAD, usually they are used for in architecture industry, engineering, or electric or construction industry, like the architects, they are using AutoCAD to do the architectural drawing, and then the electrical engineers use AutoCAD to do the electrical drawings, and also like the mechanical and plumbing engineers also use AutoCAD. Okay, so basically it's used in architecture, engineering, and construction industry.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Uh, okay, if there is no more question, I think that is all for me. Thank you for joining today. I will pass the floor again to Nurul.
Okay, thank you, Miss Izati. Okay, I also thank you to all the audience who have been joining since the beginning of the training. I hope this training can give you some knowledge that you can use in the future. Before I end this session, feel free to answer the feedback form that my colleague will share in the chat box. So I think we can end this session and see you guys in the future. Okay, thank you semua. Assalamualaikum.